What's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are diving into some Death Touch tempo. I'm super excited about this. I'm wanting to build more decks in Standard, and I feel like with Kaladesh Remaster coming out, I got really excited about brewing in with new sets and new stuff, and there's just a lot more stuff happening in Historic. This is also the longest period of time between two sets that I think I've ever experienced, where we're going to go for a long time before Kaldheim comes out, which we just started getting spoilers, which spoilers have been awesome so far. Really excited for that set. So I honestly was not sticking in Standard as much for a while, but I decided today to jump back into it and find a little bit of fun that we can have here. And there is a decent amount of fun that we can have here with Death Touch tempo. And so the main idea here, Hooded Blightfang is an amazing card that I just haven't done it justice. I haven't built a good enough deck for this yet. And I'm sorry, Hooded Blightfang. Now we are here and we are doing it. So Hooded Blightfang, 3 mana, Death Touch, 1/4. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So it is the what is it? The Cavalcade of Calamity for Death Touch, basically. So everything that has to have Death Touch. There are a lot of Death Touch creatures in this. I actually was debating and bringing in let me know your guys' thoughts first off. So these cards that have the little A symbol up there are technically in Standard. They are arena cards. They are not printed in paper. But nowadays, Standard is only played in arena, really. Like, I don't think anyone really plays Standard in paper that I know of. And so this is kind of the main place where people actually play Standard, and so these cards are technically Standard legal. So I was going to bring it in. I decided to go Thieves Guild Enforcer anyway because it fit to the deck anyway, but that's another card that go into here, as well as Zagreus, which I just didn't want to splash red for it right now. But anyway, so those are the honorable mentions real quick for the deck. Things that you can add in if you guys want to, or if you have those cards over some of the other ones. But the basic idea of this deck is we want to get out Hooded Blightfang for sure, but we also just kind of want to play this tempo-y type style of gameplay where we're just taking care of their board, putting out creatures value onto the board. We have some card draw with Valimar Knight and Castle Lochwain. Probably the biggest issue with us not having as much card draw is that, as much tempo, is that we're not as card draw heavy as most tempo decks want to be. But between Valimar Knight, Castle Lochwain, and then also just the value of Call of the Death Dweller to be able to keep bringing back our Death Touch creatures, I do feel like we still fit that slot pretty well. So basically, lots of removal, Bloodchief's Thirst, Heartless Act, Murder Strider, as well as just a bunch of death touching creatures, means that they're not going to be keeping creatures around that often. That's why we're actually pretty heavy on the Murder Striders, is because we actually want to make sure we can destroy Planeswalkers as well with these cards, because creatures, yeah, if there's a lot of tokens, we're going to have issues, but otherwise we should be able to kind of take care of them, because we're awesome. Otherwise, Valimar Knight, Death Touch, 1-drop. It also draws us cards. Thieves Guild Enforcer mills them. It kind of works really well with Nighthawk Scavenger. Those are the only real rogues that we're working with here. But those together are really cool and awesome and fun, and that's what we like about it. Mire Triton gains us some life, mills 2 cards of our own, and just is a Death Touch 2-drop, basically. We don't actually really do too much with milling ourselves other than Call of the Death Dweller, so we can end up using it, but that's not really the main focus here. Hooded Blightfang, of course, is the main piece. Grim Dancer, actually just an amazing card. We can either have it have lifelink and menace, or we're going to always put Death Touch. It's either menace, Death Touch, or lifelink. We're always going to choose Death Touch. It might be lifelink, might be menace. Sometimes menace and Death Touch can be really powerful because that's 2 creatures that have to block it, and they both have to die. And so Grim Dancer is just a pretty sweet card overall. And then, of course, Nighthawk Scavenger, which is probably one of the main reasons why this deck can be a real thing in this format now, is because we have Nighthawk Scavenger just as an amazing powerhouse finisher on the top end that is Death Touch. It fits with the archetype. It doesn't have to be that way. So otherwise, we're just playing Swamps, Castle Lochwains, and that's it. So let's go ahead and just jump into the gameplay, see how this does for us, and wish me luck. All right, up against Babalb, and we are going to keep this and see if we can get back out of the percentiles again. I keep playing janky stuff in Mythic, and I keep kind of losing my up in the top 1,000 claim to fame, I guess you can call it. We're gonna go ahead and just fire off the Thieves Guild Enforcer. Something too, like just pretending to be rogues might cause some concessions, so that could be good. All right, Thieves Guild Enforcer. All right, so we actually want to use Heartless Act before we can't use it here. So I might do that over playing out fire. Well, I guess let's go for our curve. All right, so let's go ahead and Bloodchief's Thirst. Kill you. Swing in. Falmar Knight. Play it out as a Death Touch Screech. Pass the turn. Plane, Speaker of the Heavens. Selfless Savior, that's fine. If they want a double block here, I think that's okay. Actually, I guess we can also just hold up Thieves Guild Enforcer here. Just swing a Falmar Knight. If they want to block like Selfless Savior or here and protect, they actually get to gain some life. But they have to sack here, so that's fine. All right, we're gonna do this. Swing in. Down to 18. All right, they are gonna block and sacrifice Selfless Savior to give it protect or indestructible. Cool. This also helps fill the graveyard a little bit for us. So they're up to 4 cards in the graveyard so far. We need to get to 8, so just a few more. Luminarch Aspirant. All right, Heartless Act becoming a little bit more awkward. Swing in. I dare ya. Ooh, that's also really nice. So that mills 6 here for us. So let's do this. Let's actually we want to do it beforehand. So let's go ahead and Thieves Guild Enforcer, because we want to get the ping with the Hooded Blightfang as well. Swing in. Let's see how they block. They're not going to be hitting the Speaker of Heavens very well. What could happen is they could put it up to 3. They could swing in. We could eventually just like remove the counters from this. Or I can just take care of the Luminarch Aspirant now and not have to deal with it in the future. Let's wait until before combat. So yeah, stop after they cast something here. Like Basri Cat wouldn't be that bad for them to see right now. Like hopefully they target something, we get to kill it as it goes off. Okay, Sentinel's Eyes cannot kill this right now. They exiled stuff from the graveyard. That's annoying. We're gonna have to take a hit with Speaker of the Heavens here, actually. So let's go ahead and just Heartless Act. Destroy the Aspirant. And we're hoping for more removal. We do have lots of removal in the deck. We have Castle Lochthwain online for the next turn just to hopefully draw something. Giant Killer comes out, does not attack yet. They should be attacking, right? Yeah. No blocks. No Death Touch, unfortunately. This exiles 2 cards. Okay. What's up, Carlos? Welcome. Hey, 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 hey. Check me out. No, seriously, check me out. All right. Speaker of Heavens. Yeah, dead, son. 2 cards into the graveyard with that. We get Death Touch back. We go a-swingin'. Yeah, boy. There we go. Ooh, that feels good. All right, down to 6. Pass the turn. And this is one of the best decks in Standard right now, I believe. This one's been climbing the ranks in tier rank, I guess, whatever. Climbing the tier. It's been good, okay? All right, they have more life gain. Sentinel's Eyes is annoying. Keep exiling the graveyard, which is the most annoying part for these Thieves Guild Enforcers. All right, play out Swamp. Castle Lochthwain, draw a card. Second Castle Lochthwain. Swing in with Hooded Blightfang. Yeah, we're okay with they want to double block with the Daxos and Giant Killer. That's fine. They do it. Okay, so we kill Daxos for sure. Lose Hooded Blightfang, 2 cards into the graveyard. Sentinel's Eyes can keep coming back and keep exiling the graveyard, which is annoying. Okay, so as weird as it is, we actually double block here. Because it puts one more card into the graveyard for them. They could play land into Sentinel's Eyes, though. They have more cards in hand. Let's, we can take one, right? That's not that big of a deal. I was just thinking that there could be some good stuff there. Potentially. All right. We can't Castle Lockthwain and play this out. I think I'm really needing removal at the moment. And this is better to play out when we have more Death Touchers. So let's actually just draw a card here. Mire Triton, okay. Mill 2 on our side, gain some life. Have a Death Touching blocker, which means Linden won't be able to attack in unless they have a Bozri Cat. Pass the turn. Daxos. Yeah, so yeah, playing Death Touch, Chat, it's so fun. All right, are they gonna swing in? Can't tap down with Giant Killer. Swings in with Giant Killer this time. Yeah, no blocks. Take it. All right, now we can play out Hooded Blightfang and still draw. So let's do that. Swing with Triton. They block? Ooh. I mean, Sentinel's Eyes has been annoying. Like, dude, Escape has been really brutal against the whole keeping 8 cards in the graveyard thing. All right, pass the turn. I mean, we still have threats on board. They're missing their 4th land drop for forever. Okay, there it is. Shatter the Sky. Okay. Well, we get some card draw. Card draw's not the worst. That's a lot of bodies we can throw onto the battlefield, and if we find a Hooded Blightfang soon, that would actually be pretty sweet. Call the Death Dweller would also be awesome. Linden, rather annoying. Sentinel's Eyes coming back again. Dude, the Sentinel's Eyes has been really frustrating. Murderous Rider. I don't think we care about the Giant Killer, right? Yeah, so let's kill Linden. That's the life gainy thing. And we'll go ahead and play out the Murderous Rider as well. Oh, we're just playing more bodies. Actually, now's the time to kind of capitalize on just throwing out more stuff, right? Okay, Mill 2, Nighthawk Scavenger. All we want to do is find a Call the Death Dweller. That'd be epic. They do have Castle Ardenvale in line as well, so that's good to remember. They have token blockers for days. They have to do nothing else to do that. They could exile their graveyard to put the Sentinel's Eyes on us. That would be sweet. Luminarch Aspirant. Yep. Sentinel's Eyes onto it, becomes a 3/3. With our Death Touch, that doesn't really matter. They're just trying to exile their graveyard. Heartless Act. Yeah, so can't kill it right now, but we swing in. Bring him down to 4. I'm going to go ahead and draw with Castle Lockthwain here first. I feel like we can find something better. Maybe I should have done that to dig for the Hooded Blightfang as well, honestly. Murderous Rider. Oh, but maybe I should have held up Heartless Act, because if they do find a creature here, I would like to Heartless Act before they get the counter on. But more bodies, also good. If they don't find Lifelink, we have close to lethal here. Okay, up to 4. They have Castle Ardenvale online. 2 blockers. They block Murderous Rider with Aspirant and Triton with this. We get in for 3 points of damage. We can Heartless Act and remove the counters from the Aspirant, kill it with the Murderous Rider, and that should be game. I think that we'll just have too much pressure on board for them to gain life enough to do it there. We'll also show this off. Boom, bam, baby. All right, swing in, activates Castle Ardenvale, blocks a Triton, blocks a Murderous Rider. Yep. That's cool. Dude, I love this music. There you go. Good for you. Okay. Remove counters. 1, 2. Down to 1. No blockers. They do have Sentinel's Eyes, though. They do have that, and it can kind of reduce Nighthawk Scavenger. All right, there we go. Good game, sir. You have been Death Touch tempoed. All right, up against Applius Info and removal, Mire Triton, and we have a lot of good 3-drops that we hopefully draw the land for. We're only running 22 lands because we are only running the highest costed thing is a 3-drop, and so that I think that is the right amount, but it's also just few enough lands that it's not always positive we're going to hit a 3rd land consistently by turn 3. And so like maybe we go back up to 24. I don't think that's right though. Gilded Goosey. All right, they do have an escape creature to unfill the graveyard. So let's go ahead and kill the Arachneer, be able to start swinging in. Attack in. Down to 18. Falmar Knight, pass the turn. Just getting out bodies so we can start swinging in with Hooded Blightfang and get some value out of it. Another Arachneer. Rude. Gilded Goosey number 2. This feels like deja vu. Pretty sure they just did that. Come on, land. Did we mill our lands off the top? We didn't even mill lands off the top. They're all going to be right here now, like guaranteed. This is 2 lands off the top. And then we're going to be mana screwed for forever. Land. Oh, it was 1 land. Do we care about trading off here? We'll just swing with 1 Falmar Knight right now. Call the Death Dweller is also a little bit interesting. Get back some stuff, potentially. I guess that's another reason to be going into swinging in aggressively, is we do have some recursion. Thrasher Thursday is what I should call it. There you go. Trash Talk Thursday. That is basically all I do. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't think I do anything other than trash talk people. Scavenging Ooze. Get some life gained for everything that dies. Shouldn't stay around too long, though. Dude, where's the land? Oh, that's right. We got rid of it. Swing in. Hit for 4. Down to 14 past the turn. Oh, boy. We really want that land. Oh, that's right. We have graveyard for them for days as well. That kind of stops our Call the Death Dweller. As long as this is alive. That also turns off the Nighthawk Scavengers. Somewhat. I think it's 1+. Yeah, 1+ the number of card types. So it's always at least getting in for 1 in the air, which isn't bad. And they probably won't exile our lands or use mana for that. So like some things should at least still work. All right, taking it down to 20. Oh my gosh. We have so many 1 and 2 drops too. Like we do have a lot of 3 drops. But what? Stop. This is awful. Opponent gets so much card draw with their food. Down to 12. I'm still winning this though. It's just starting off a little bit interestingly. Yep, draws card. Tangled Florahedron. That's fine. What are they ramping up to with this deck? I think it's just the food deck that also plays the Arachneer, which I haven't really seen people do much of. Like, this is a little bit of a funky deck. I've not seen exactly what they're doing yet. Ooh, that's what's shimmering. It's for rogues. I guess, yeah, having escape stuff is always good for rogues. You know, the exile 4 cards. Okay, down to 16. So they have a blocker for the Mire Triton. Nighthawk Scavengers, they just exile stuff so we don't ever get this really big. I could play this out though before Hooded Blight Fang get like more in. I think we go like this. So I think we go Hooded Blight Fang. We go ahead and let one of these trade off with the Tingle 4 Hedron. Just for the extra 2 points of damage here. Getting them down below 10 is nice. They do have lots of life gain on the board, though. That's important to remember. Maybe I went a little bit too aggressive there. Oh, well. We just want to have Friday. Well, I need to announce what we're doing tomorrow on YouTube. Remind me to do that after this game. Big old Gargaroth. Anytime this attacks or blocks, you can gain 3 life. We do have the... Honestly, giving Scavenging Ooze off the board could be really nice for us. And Hooded Blight Fang does some stuff, but I don't think it does more than just killing a Scavenging Ooze at the moment. And we can also call the Death Dweller, although that just brings it back. And I think that I want some threats in the air here. What do I want to trade off with this? All right, first off, attack it with Mire Triton. Down to 6. Grim Dancer's a little bit tempting just because it's a better, like, chump blocker here. It also will gain us life to kind of counteract the other 3-drop, but this also means they need to hold back the flyer. They kind of have flying chump blockers too, though. Let's go and just throw these out. Having 3 of these would be really nice, so... Play it out. We are totally fine chump blocking or trading off with the Gargaroth. Kogla. Okay, I was wondering if this guy would be coming out here. So it doesn't have Indestructible. Does trade off. We get to kill it. Gargaroth swings in and starts gaining life. Or creating 3/3s for blockers. So now we want to start building up a board and start getting out Hooded Blight Fangs. Having multiples out would be really nice. So I can play out 1 and then the other from Call the Death Dweller. We swing in for 2. We actually, I think we have lethal in potentially a couple turns. We really need a Lance. We can play out multiple things on a turn too, though. I'd like to surprise him with the Hooded Blight things rather than anything else here. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4 damage if we bring out the other one. If they have more removal, I want to hold off on this as well. So yeah, let's play it a little bit slow still. 2 blockers now for the Gargaroth. They most likely won't swing with it. Scavenging Ooze, more life gain. Crap. That means Call of Death Dweller's not going to work very well for us now. Rachner comes back. They have... Oh, that's right. It just destroys flyers as well. Oh, I totally forgot. I haven't seen people actually play with this card in so long. All right, block the Gargaroth. They're trying to go aggro now, taking us down to 6. And Scavenging Ooze is a little bit annoying. They don't have any mana at the moment, so I can bring something back now. Is that enough for us to not die? We're going to have to chump block to not die anyway. Only one card in the graveyard, so this doesn't do much. Man, this has been just rough. We can ring out 2 blockers. 1 Death Toucher. We can gain some life with a Mired Triton here as well. I guess with Nighthawk Scavenger as well. All right, let's just bring out Nighthawk Scavenger. Pass the turn. I guess. It has Lifelink and Death Touch. How big does Scavenging Ooze get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely have to kill Scavenging Ooze no matter what. Okay. Dealing 7, we gain 2, go to 1. Scavenging Ooze does not even try to gain life, really. And we get to keep the Scavenger? Whoa. What they should have done is use the Crawling Barrens there. Arachner, okay. Rude. Grim Dancer also gives us some life gain. Beanstalk Giant, okay. Well, we're not out of this, but it's not looking very good, guys. Let's see if they actually use Crawling Barrens on this next one. I believe that's all they need to win here. Yeah, we don't have a 1-drop and a 2-drop, so we can't really do this right now. Their graveyard isn't quite full enough for Thieves Guild to be worthwhile, so let's go... Yeah, just Grim Dancer. Death Touch Lifelink. Staying alive, staying alive. Oh, actually, no, we're not alive, huh? We're dead on board. I was thinking we had enough life gain, but no, we're dead. Bummer. All right, up against Fikova, and we actually have a decent hand here. Thieves Guild Enforcer into Nighthawk Scavenger. If we find a land, which we have 3 draws to do so. So yeah, Thieves Guild Enforcer, Heartless Act, hopefully into Nighthawk Scavenger. Let's not get stuck on 1 land for forever, and we're gonna mill the lands. Uh-oh. Well, we're gonna mill you too. So this is just gonna be straight up mill, huh? That could actually be very bad for us. I should have played this out beforehand, maybe. All right, down to 19. We want to kill Ruin Crabs. Whoa, that's not what I expected at all. It might still be Mono Blue Mill. Just a very funky version. All right, there's the land that we wanted. Let's go ahead and... I feel like this is going to be pretty cheap overall. The Shadow Spear is the annoying part here. Do we want to trade off with a Rogue? Or just hold up Heartless Act? Let's pass the turn, hold up Heartless Act for whatever they equip Shadow Spear onto. They don't equip. All right, no blocks. Down to 17. Mills a card. Oh, it's Calafi. Calafi? So targeting this costs 1 more to cast. So we do actually have to, we can't do it right now. So pass to my turn. So I can throw out Nighthawk Scavenger and just have kind of a blocker anyway. This is interesting. I've actually been wanting to play it. Like, I don't want to kill this because I want to see what they've got going on. I think it's kill it in response to it equipping. But I would rather actually go with Nighthawk Scavenger here. I think it's the better play. No attacks, pass the turn. 4 cards in the graveyard. I don't think they attack through the Nighthawk Scavenger anyway. On blue, this kind of stops our attacks because we can gain 5 life. Okay, puts it here. That's fine. We could chomp. We're fine with this. They gain 3 life. Get a kill a Clefairy. Here's a card. Down to 19. This is the main thing, though. They're down to 1 card left. We have 5 cards right now, so we're going to go Blood Chief's Thirst. Kill the Wind Robber. 6 cards in the graveyard. Do I need the card draw from this, or do I just want out another DEATHTOUCH? Let's pass the turn, hold up Murderous Rider and Heartless Act. Okay, Vantress Gargoyle, equips Shadow Spear. Moves to equip Shadow Spear. Will destroy ya. Alright, how many cards in the graveyard? 7. So yeah, I kill this, we go to 8. Equips it there, that's fine. Up to 7. Yeah, so the life gain from that is going to be annoying. Or it would have been. Okay, kill Vantress Gargoyle. Swing in for 3. Hold up Murderous Rider. Or do we draw a card now and try to find like a land or something? Let's go ahead and draw a card. Because if it's Clefairy, we can't actually kill it with Murderous Rider there without more mana. Sherix, nice. Sweet. Oh, that's fun. All right, well, Thieves Guild Enforcer. Mill it a little bit more. We can see if they want to trade off with Thieves Guild Enforcer anyway. Because we are running a little bit out of removal. And it might be nice to have that for other stuff. So, like, yeah, they can gain 2 life, sure. All right. They let it go through. We play out Foulmire Knight. If they go to attack and, like, use the mana here to change it a couple times, then that's cool. No 7 cards yet on our side. All right, Murderous Rider, kill the Sherix. Oh, it costs more. That's right. This one does cost more. Sweet. Not too shabby. Fun deck. I actually was wondering how you could play Clefairy. It's still one of those cards that I've been wanting to make happen for forever, and haven't been able to do it. But that was a sweet one. And that you kind of saw the tempo side of the deck go off there. All right, up against Break the Meta, and we're on the draw, so we can hopefully find the land. Like I'm going to keep this. We have removal for the first 2 turns. I'm not sure if this is a right keep, but we have like a few pieces we really want to have, you know? You know? All right, Blood Chief's Thirst. We will kill this right away. No card draw for you. I feel like this deck needs 3 to 4 more cards of card draw. And then maybe it's like Maze Mind Tome. I'm not sure what it is that brings in more card draw for us here. It could be like just more into the land. We can go like Bonder's Enclave, which kind of works with Nighthawk Scavenger, but that's too inconsistent. So I think this deck somewhere needs a few more cards for card draw. Scavenging Ooze. Well, before that gets to do anything, we are going to go ahead and destroy that as well. Before they untap and have the ability to eat this guy. All right, come on, deck. Give us a land. I don't want to play a Mire Triton into milling over our lands again. that'd be sad. Left Struck Beast token. No! All right, here's Mire Triton. 2 lands off the top, milled over. Okay, just 1. It wasn't the one off the top. So okay, we actually still have a decent chance of finding land here. Mammoth. Swings in, no blocks. Down to 21. Heartless Act. Actually not the worst play here. Pass the turn. Should not have passed the turn. Maybe, it's okay. Mammoth isn't going to get through anytime soon now. Love Struck Beast. Alright, block the with Triton here. Trade off with Mammoth. Heartless Act, Love Struck Beast. Now they've got a 1/1. Scavenger or Dancer? I guess, yeah, it's Scavenger. Scavenger is like one of the best cards you can play, right? We do that. Lets us keep swinging in, gaining life. So we'll probably play the other one next. Shield Bearer, Breaker. Swing in, come on. All right, swing in. Down to 18, up to 23. Next turn, Hooded Blightfang. We're hitting for 6 each turn with the life swing. Ooh. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is feeling good. Questing Beast. Annoying, but not a blocker. So that's fine. Now we can bring out Grim Dancer just to stop them from hitting us back. But honestly, until they have Embercleave, we're not that worried about it. So I think I actually go for more life swing because then we can actually race better. I'd love to find removal. That would be great to find removal here. But down to 9, back up to 25, past the turn. So they only have creatures so far in the graveyard. So if we do find a Thieves Guild Enforcer, we probably just play that out simply to try milling them over for these guys to get bigger. Down to 21. That's a land. Land's okay. Let's actually draw a card. Well, all right, swing in here. Hit for 6. Do I want to draw cards here, or do I just want to put out like a Grim Dancer, which is a blocker for Questing Beast? Okay, opponent keeps it up anyway. Instead of say, if they don't have removal, the life swing there is just so good. And that's basically the idea of this deck, is that it actually, if you get everything moving well with it, it's pretty good. Yeah, Village Rites was the one that like sack to draw that we could go for, but we kind of don't, like, goes against what we're trying to do with Death Touch. Because with Death Touch, I'm against Mont Black, by the way. With Death Touch, we want our blockers to block and actually like die from blocking, because that means that we trade it off most of the time. So Village Rites doesn't work for the sack to draw in Mono Black, really. So we can go into the colorless cards to try to find card draw, where we could go. There's a few different ways you can go about doing that, and I'm just not sure what the best thing is. Like, I don't want to play a 3 mana draw card, because that's usually where we're trying to get to, is like that. So I think it is probably Maze Mind Tome, which honestly the Scry is probably almost better for us than other things. I think you play 2 to 3 copies of Maze Mind Tome in the deck, and that just gives occasional value that we need for that to let us play more tempo-y. But it kind of takes away as much consistency on the aggro play. And so anyway, that's why it's kind of in between. I wasn't sure what to be playing there. All right, swing in. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Mire Triton. This is pretty nice because we have the Call of Death Dweller. 2 non-lands off the top as well. That means that obviously a land is coming up now. Maybe we do just need to go up to 4 lands as well. Apparently. All right. Attack in. I'm going to flash this in now so that we get the pump on the Thieves Guild Enforcer. Mill 6. Isn't this 3? Oh, it's 2 cards each. I don't know why I keep reading that as 3 cards each. I keep thinking of Ruin Crab with it. So I'm like, it's gonna mill for a lot more. My mistake. Ah, this is definitely going to mill over a land. Here it comes. And they're going to have board wipe anyway, so maybe I shouldn't be throwing it out. Not lands. Okay, well. Down to 12. If we hit Hooded Blightfang, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost lethal. I'm expecting a Storm's Wrath or Flame Sweep or something here, though. And then Call the Death Wither would be really nice. What do we have right now? Nothing amazing. Yeah, Midnight Clock's ticking up. Dude, where are the lands? Oh, this is brutal. Swing in. Shark Typhoon. Okay. One drop, gets a trade off with something. That's fine. Down to 8. Dude, I don't feel like 22 lands is too few here. I ran 14 lands the other day, and I was drawing way more lands than I have been with this deck. So I don't know what's going on, but it's been a little bit crazy. Maybe that's the issue. We're running too many lands. We're messing up with the arena algorithm. So we need to go back to 14 lands, draw 3 consistently, and then life's good. And then we can just play more stuff. It might be the answer. I'm not sure. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't think we've even milled over a land yet. Okay, we milled over 1 land. So we have looked at the top 17 cards of our deck and found 3 lands so far. With 22 lands, what are the odds of that? I think it's pretty slim because we have more than a third of our deck being lands. And we've looked at almost a third of our deck. And so almost a third of these should be lands, and that's not the case. Midnight Clock number 3. Wow, okay, well, they can just keep ticking those up. I mean, the card draw is nice. Ah! What? Where's the land? I mean, we still got threats out on the board, right? I mean, they haven't found answers yet, I suppose. I'll attack. And we're bringing him down to 6. Take that. Our deck doing its thing. Does that just give us lethal? I think that just gave us lethal. All right. They have 1 more mana for Into the Royal. Now we'll hold on to it till end step, so if they have counterspell, that's fine. They want to block a Triton to trade off and get rid of something, but that's 5 to the face. That means that Thieves Guild Enforcer does present lethal, and board wipe won't protect him now, because this can come in at end step. All right, pass the turn. What you got, sir? This is once it gets to 12, right? Yeah, so they're still a long ways away from it. Not that I don't think it really matters that much anyway for us. I mean, yeah, card draw is always good. They're going to find board wipe at some point. So what they need to do is they need to be able to play Storm's Wrath and a hold up counterspell for Thieves Guild Enforcer. Seagate Restoration. That doesn't seem like it's going to do much here. But boy, do you have a lot of cards. Good for you. Thieves Guild Enforcer. They don't have any life gain that I know of. Yeah. All right. We get a win. Don't know what the opponent was doing. I guess we could look at their graveyard because I'm actually intrigued here. All I can think of is they're trying to draw lots of cards. Is there a card that like does damage equal to the number of cards you have in hand? I can't remember or think of any, but that's what it felt like they were trying to do, is like have a ton of cards in hand to be able to then hit for lots of damage. Up against Wolf 622, and guess what, guys? We have 3 lands in the opening hand, so we're gonna keep it. Yeah, look, the deck runs lands. Now we're gonna like run into only lands. Just watch. I am gonna get out Death Touchers onto the board because that's what we came to do. It's always tempting to only play this for the card draw, but we have lots of 3-drop things we want to be doing. So we're gonna do the 3-drop things when we want to be doing them. Okay, good 2-drop. Or Thieves Guild Enforcer, or another land. Dang it, we're gonna find all lands now. You can never have it in between. It's always, do you want lands or do you not want lands at all? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be complaining because every time that we've been stuck on lands, we've actually won the games. I think the one time that we had like the good curve out of everything is the game that we lost. So maybe this is just like the right way to play, you know? Grim Dancer has more potential for actual damage over Nighthawk Scavenger right now, so we're gonna do that one. Death Touch, Lifelink? I'm not sure if I need Menace right now with it. I'm not sure if I need Lifelink right now though, right? So Death Touch, Menace, go for damage output. Pass turn. I mean, I'm not sure if I even need Death Touch right now. We don't have the Hooded Blight thing, but whatever. We're here to do Death Touchy things. Extinction Event. On odd, all of our stuff dies. We cry. Heartless Act. Ooh, these count as counters. That's right. Can't kill a Grim Dancer, yo. Booyah. Got him. More lands. All right, more stuff is in the graveyard now, so let's go ahead and play out Scavenger. Pass the turn. We at least have some good Planeswalker removal, which I'm kind of assuming that's gotta be what's happening soon. Crawling Barrens can be annoying as well. They played tap land this turn. Extinction Event. Okay, yeah, that is annoying. Boo. Only one card in the graveyard for the Call of Death Dweller. I'm not sure if I care to play out the Murder Strider though. Okay, good top deck. Crappy top deck. I think we just pass the turn. It's not worthwhile to just play out a Murder Strider. We do have 2 Blood Chief Thirsts which can kill their stuff, but I'd rather start killing their stuff better.
Welcome to my domain.
Oh, thank you.
I abandoned the shadows awaken.
All right, so Murder Strider. The cool thing too with Call of Death Dweller is if this does die. Oh wait, no, it doesn't stay in the graveyard. That's right. We'll kill you. Pass the turn. So it is an Ashiok deck. Dude, I don't know why chat keeps thinking that. So it's saying that it held the comment favorite dinosaur ? Because there might be hostility because dinosaur is a hostile word. Dude, dinosaur might be some hostility there. Is it like because people think you might be calling me like a cow or something? Are you? Rude. Dude, Call of Death Dweller is not going to do much of anything right now. We've got Squat. So Crawling Barrens can come out. They can only make it a 2/2 though. Shark Typhoon, cool. Unfortunately, yeah, this doesn't stay in the graveyard. It goes to the bottom of the library. I want to use Blood Chief's Thirst right now on this. We can take 4 for a little bit. This has just been one of the funkiest straws ever. We found all of our lands instead this time. Pass the turn. See, now we're 13 cards deep and have found 6 lands. So now we're finding half of our Jaws lands. Like there's never anything in between. You can't just find like the actual percentage that you built the deck to find. No. You can't do that. That would just be funky. Well, Heartless Act. Yeah, it's not worth playing Call of the Deathwiller just to get back a 1-drop. Not at all. So we keep hanging on. Keep on keeping on. Margin of error. If it was, yeah, I guess so. Every single time you're in that margin of error. See, you just called me a dinosaur. And I actually like I feel like I'm powerful by that. You know, I feel empowered right now. Thank you. You dinosaur. You know what? Yeah, I am that. Draw a card. Bring on the counter spells. Come on. No? All right. More lands. Well, there we go. Falmar Knight. If it dies, call the Death Dweller. Why not? All right, sharks are definitely coming out at some point, right? This is just like one of the funkiest matches. The issue is that we're too far behind for this to ever be good, I think. They have way too much removal they can run into. All right, Mire Triton can fill the graveyard for some good stuff here. And we do have 2 Falmar Knights. That's 4 damage on the board we can start playing. Draw on the lock. Okay. Call the Death Dweller. Mire Triton, Falmar Knight. Neutralize. Okay. Getting counterspells out of the deck, that's fine. If that's all that they're holding in hand, I'm not as worried about this at all. Counters onto Crawling Barrens. That is annoying because of Heartless Act. We can bring it down to a 1/1, but there's never a time that we can actually kill the Crawling Barrens with the Heartless Act. Doesn't attack with it. Very interesting. All right, Grim Dancer. Death Touch. We don't need Lifelink yet. Death Touch. Menace again. Get around the Crawling Barrens. I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. So Death Touch counter. Let's just go both here. Actually, I should have put it here because the Heartless Act wouldn't be able to kill either of them that way. But whatever. John Lock. Okay, cool. Mill 2 more cards. Watch it be amazing stuff here. Aha. Nice. Crawling Barrens keeps getting biglier. Crawling Barrens is a pretty cool finisher. I mean, all they need to find is Extinction Event. There you go. And then then Crawling Barrens becomes an 8/8 Shringer. So looking for another Murder Shredder right now. I love the like eyeball poking out from the very bottom of our library there. All right, down to 13. Grim Dancer. Now, do we go Lifelink? Yeah, Death Touch Lifelink. Sure. Pass the turn. Gonna get a lot more cards pretty soon now. Crap. All right, we're done, right? They've officially beaten us. Okay, cool. I feel like we were playing that one out just to see if we had a chance of coming back at all, but at that point, okay, you got us. It's all good. Oh man. All right, so overall we won 4 of the 6 games that we played. We went 4-2, which is not too shabby for a Death Touch deck. I'm actually kind of surprised. We also run pretty funkily. Other people did as well, and that's part of the reason that we won. So yeah, that's it's a good deck. I think that it has a chance there. Hooded Blightfang is good. I do think that I'd probably want like Zagreus is another card that could be really interesting here to bring in. You can play some other rogues with Hooded Blightfang. You could almost do a whole combo deck of just, okay, we're actually playing like a Zagreus deck that also runs Hooded Blightfang as kind of like an alternate win condition. Maybe we'll do that in the future, but playing some Death Touch Tempo, super fun deck. I had a blast playing it, and we're going to be jumping into some other stuff here on Twitch. If you guys want to join us, those of you who are watching on YouTube, link is down in the description below. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. See you guys in the next one.